Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Hayden from DesignsAcademy bringing you another tutorial, and this week will be on Cinema 4D R15 Lightroom settings, and a couple things to look out, or look for, I should say, when you're creating your own Lightroom. So to start off with, we're just gonna go brief overview of lightings. I'm not gonna show you how to make these since I made a tutorial on it already. But I'm just going to show you a nice little positioning really quick. That's not the main part of this tutorial, but the main part is the render settings. So, to start off with, we got two lights here, just regular lights. If you want the settings, here they are. And then I got a front light here and a back light here. The reason I have it right at this angle is it gives better, if I render it out, if you look in between, it gives shadows and whatnot. And if I had it directly in the back, it would not look that good. So there's that. So here, one sec. Alright, so I'm back and I'm in the Cinema 4D render settings. Sorry about that, but to get here, if you're new to Cinema 4D, just click this this third button next to the primary and render setting. But it has like a little play button for R15 users. And once that's opened up, basically you're going to have a bunch of settings here, but there might be a lot less. It might look like something like this. So I'm just going to show you a couple things to do that will make your renders look nicer with your Lightroom, and yeah, some things you can add and whatnot. So we're just going to go down the list. So here is, I'm just going to explain everything and how to add them. So for output, we're just going to go through each setting and why and what they do and etc, etc. So to start off, we're going to have the width of 1280 by 720, which is 720p. It's not 1080p. If you wanted 1080p, you could just do 1920 by 1080 or 1080. 1920 by, yeah. But what this does is it zooms things in a little bit. Like here, if I change it, boom, whoops, not 16, 1, 2, by 720. As you can see, dimensions are a little different, so keep that in mind when you're messing with this. The rest you don't have to mess with, I'm pretty sure. I guess have this pixels, but yeah, if you have different settings, just pause the video and put what I have, unless you're experienced in this kind of stuff, so then you can make your own settings. So yeah, so now let's go into the save option. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to save is this, and then file. File is where it's being saved to. So for example, I set it to be set here, or my desktop. By doing this, I just did this, click desktop, and then that's where it'll save to, and you can pick whatever name you want it to. Format, PNG, since assuming we're making renders here for banners and 2D banners and whatnot. 8-bit channel, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it has to do with TIFF format. So I guess with that, this, I guess don't mess with. Have alpha channel on. If you have alpha channel unchecked, when you render stuff fully, it'll just come out black instead of being actually transparent. So keep that in mind. So have that checked. 8-bit dithering includes sound, which I guess there won't be sound, so I don't know. I guess you don't need it. We're not going to be messing with any of this stuff. So to add settings like this, all we have to do is go into Effect, and then you have all these settings you can mess with. So we have some settings here that you can add in, and here are some settings. So I guess you want to have everything at medium. Now if you have a beast computer, you could turn everything up to high and ultra and stuff, which will destroy your render times if you do not have a beast computer. So that's Nick interrupting my tutorial. But yeah, once you've done that, yeah, if you have a beast computer, you can set those to ultra. For ambient inclusion, you don't want to mess with that, just turn it on, just add the effect. And for object glow, there's no settings for it, so it's just kind of one of those things. And another thing that I forgot to add is depth of field. Where's that at? Right here. We're not going to mess with any of the settings, but what that does is if you have things that proportional things, so like say if you had something, it's proportional, right? Well, but like say for example you had a sphere here, and you put it behind the render, something like this, I guess. This is a bad example, I don't know if it would work, but let's say if I was to render it, there would be a little bit of blur behind this to focus it more on this logo. So I guess that works out for certain renders you do. I just always have it on because it doesn't make too much of a difference, and it helps when it is on. So yeah, so that's basic stuff. I did add a little bit more on here which aren't essential, just there. So I mean, if you do want these things, you can pause the video, go in effect, and find each one and add it in. But I have two settings here. I guess a couple of them are a little different, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. It was a little bit shorter. I had a very busy day today. We actually got a new dog, so I've been kind of busy with that, running around getting dog food, toys, etc., etc. So yeah, leave a comment down below what you thought of this tutorial and what you want me to post. Also, if you're still watching this, go check out our 10K contest video for all you modelers out there who are experienced with 3D software. You can actually have a chance to win $60 plus a recommendation to Uprise. If you've ever heard of them, they're a design team I'm leading. So yeah, keep that in mind. Go check it out if you want, and leave some feedback on this tutorial. So I've been your host today, Zebs, and hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. In the near future, I'm going to have some changes with the way I make my tutorials, which you guys may or may not like, so keep that in mind as well. So I'm out, guys.